Hey guys, this is Say It Anyway, a podcast about love, mental health, and saying what's really on your heart, even whenever it might be hard. I'm your host, as always, Victoria Perry, and let's do this. I know, it's been like 3 weeks, but we're back. We're back. My bad. You know, baddies got to take a break off from time to time. Nah, y'all. It was just, I don't know. I didn't have a lot going on, but I had a lot going on. So, like, for 1 week, it was like my niece's birthday. So, like, I was getting stuff together for like her birthday party and everything. And then the next week, I had my little sister with me. And so, like, I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know. We all need mental breaks sometimes. So I guess I just took one of those mental breaks. I guess, hey, only God know what I needed. So I guess I needed it, right? But we're back. I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting, but we're going to dive into this. Today we're going to talk about social media. Yeah. I use social media, but I am not the biggest social media fan only because I feel like it plays a huge role in mental health that people do not tend to realize. Not even just mental health, like it plays a huge role in our lives. And we going to get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it. But social media plays such a big role in our lives. And I just do not think people realize that. Like, what would half of our generation do? Honestly, any generation, because my mama and them using social media too. It ain't just Facebook no more, baby. She know how to open up Snapchat and record better than I can. Baby, doom scrolling on TikTok every chance she get. You feel me? But no, for real, y'all, for real. Okay, we're gonna talk about social media today. Uh it's gonna sound like I'm talking bad about it, but I'm really not. Like, I'm just talking about what needs to be noticed about it, like how it makes us feel, maybe why we scroll on it the way we do, you know? Um, so we're gonna pop it off with validation. Like, what are we really scrolling on and posting on social media for? Like, do all the likes, comments, subscriptions, like, is that a form of validation for real? Because I feel like for some people it might be. Like, think about the people who influence our lives nowadays, or not really all of our, but especially like kids, think about the people influencing their lives nowadays. Like, it's all coming from social media influencers, which are the new celebrities nowadays. Like, what? What happened to our celebrities being like Beyonce, or I don't know, singers, movie stars that we obviously see parts of their lives because they're famous, it's being broadcasted, you know what I mean? But we're not knowing everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these social media influencers now will literally take us in the operating room with them if they could. You get what I'm saying? Or like they have babies and they broadcast it live. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for what? What's your point in that? You get what I'm saying? So it might be a sense of validation. Or with that validation, it might be the money. You get what I'm saying? Like, all those likes, comments, subscriptions that everybody wants. It could be about the money. Like, a lot of people do it for the money. Think about it now. The influencers that are in this world, like, most of them don't even have jobs for real. Like, they literally base their source of income on social media. And there is nothing wrong with it. I'm not knocking it, baby. Do it. Like, if that's how you get your money, to me, technically, that might be easy money. It might be a little harder than I'm thinking it is. You get what I'm saying? But to prop your phone up, take a video, have all these people in the world like, comment, and subscribe, all because, I don't know, you're pretty, or you're making a fool of yourself, or I don't know, you're doing something that people like to see, or you're cooking or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're making money off of it. I'm never gonna knock it. Do it. Do as you please. But, like, is that a sense of validation that we're seeking? You know what I'm saying? Or even for us that aren't famous on social media, like, is the are the like likes and comments that you're getting on these Instagram pictures or Snapchat videos or pictures that you're posting, the Snapchat stories you're making, do you feel a sense of validation? Like, do you feel like you need that validation to keep going? You get what I'm saying? Or like, what happens if you don't post a picture and nobody slides up? How does that make you feel? Because if it has you like, dang, was I not pretty today? Did my fit not eat today? All because somebody didn't tell you that or slide up on your story or respond. like it, comment on it, that's a sense of validation. Like if that makes you feel like any less than you really are, or even that you know you are, that is a sense of validation. Or if what you tend to know or think or whatever the case may be is based off of these likes and comments, then again, that is you seeking validation. You're seeking validation from an outside source, which happens a lot on social media. Like it's just something that happens. But it could also be a dopamine hit. And if you don't know what dopamine is, I am here to tell you. Yes, I loved biopsych, y'all. Biopsych was honestly one of my favorite psych courses. Like learning about the different parts of the brain and the neurotransmitters in them and the roles that they play and the way that drugs affect each like I don't know, y'all. I just loved it. But if you don't know what dopamine is, it is a neurotransmitter that plays a role in pleasure. Uh, and you can get it from anything, like not just social media. If I go run right now, like, and I feel up, you get what I'm saying? That's because that allowed me to release dopamine, and so now working out is like makes me happy. Like some people work out and they don't get happy. You get what I'm saying? But I work out and I get happy. Like that is pleasurable to me. Sex, a lot of people release dopamine whenever they're having sex. You get what I'm saying? Like it comes from anything: drawing, arts and crafts, going outside and jumping in the pool, doing anything that is like over the top. Like I'm not gonna lie, y'all. When it was cold outside, when it was cold outside, I took my crazy. I'm trying to do better, y'all. Took my crazy outside to my apartment pool in 20-degree weather and jumped in. But that was pleasurable to me. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody else probably would not have gained a sense of pleasure out of that. Like that would not have made them happy. That would not have made them feel good or nothing. You get what I'm saying? But the other circuits in my body was working too because it immediately put up a guard. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're freezing. Like, it's letting me know how to feel. You feel me? But at the same time, like, I was a hee hee ha ha after because to me, that was pleasurable. That was kind of fun. I liked it. It was the sense of like excitement. It was the random urge to go do it and doing it and like the adrenaline rush it had going. You get what I'm saying? So dopamine can be released from anything that you find pleasurable. Um, but the biggest problem with social media that I tend to think is one of the biggest problems is comparison. Okay, let's talk about it. Y'all, when we get on social media, you see people and you compare yourself to them, even if it's unintentional. It might even be in a way that isn't meant to be rude. Okay, you know what? I'll use myself as an example. And I'm not meaning to be rude at all when I say this. Um, so I've recently gotten into high rocks, y'all. I haven't competed yet, but I'm taking the steps to compete. I plan to compete soon. I ain't gonna throw it out there because I ain't trying to block my blessing by letting the world know because somebody might pray on my downfall and hope that I don't do it. But I plan to compete in a high rocks race soon. Um, and at first I was a little like I was already kind of like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. Like, and I want to do it not even for the competition. Like, I want to do it literally just for my own satisfaction, uh, for my own personal gain, and because I feel like it'll be fun. Like, I want to have fun while doing it. If you don't know what High Rocks is, it's pretty much like a big fitness competition. Um, and so lately I've also been on High Rocks TikTok like crazy. So like a bunch of High Rocks videos come across my feed, my For You page. Um and I see all types of people doing it. And at a point like when I was really starting to want to get into High Rocks, part of me was discouraged without being discouraged. Cause how are you discouraged? You ain't started yet, girl. Like, come on now. But it's because High Rocks is more of a running race. Like the competition, it consists of 8 kilometers and like 8 or 9, I think 8 different stations, like workout stations, like sled pulls, ski urge, broad burpee broad jumps, Um, and so it's mainly a running race because you're also running a kilometer between like each station. So overall, you're running 8 kilometers. I'm not a runner. She ain't no runner and she ain't no track star. You feel me? I used to do track when I was in like middle school until my sophomore year. I ran sprints and I'm talking not the 400, how people be like the 400 is a sprint. Baby, the 400 will take me out. I ran nothing more than the 200, honey. And so I do not run, y'all, like running for a long distance. No, especially now. And like, even when I first went to college, like I had told y'all in a previous episode, like I played 2 sports. I played basketball, I played soccer. We did a lot of running. Even that took me out, by the way. But especially now, I haven't done that in like five, 4 or 5 years. So the thought of running a lot is crazy to me. You get what I'm saying? And I still work out. I'm a gym girly. I still go to the gym, and I mainly be on that treadmill walking. I will hit a little jog now and every now and again. You get what I'm saying? I like to run around the block, run around the corner a little now and then. You get what I'm saying? But overall, like running is not for me. And what you don't have to run, like nobody's making you run. You are being timed, but at the end of the day, you're on your own pace. So whether I complete this in an hour or I completed it in 3 hours, it's all on my pace, in which I've seen both. Matter of fact, I just volunteered at High Rocks Houston, and people were completing in like 2 hours and 30 minutes, 3 hours, 55 minutes. Like it's all over the place. So it's a your pace race. You get what I'm saying? But it's still the thought, like that is a long distance. Because if you don't know what 8 kilometers is, baby, that is almost 5 miles. So like in my head, I'm like, so I was kind of discouraging myself before I even started. But again, I'm on High Rocks TikTok and I'm seeing all types of people do it, like pregnant people. There was one lady who considered herself overweight and she said she was chronically ill. She did it. Old people, like, and I ain't trying to be funny, but the elderly is what I'm saying, like grandma, grandpa type stuff. You feel me? Uh, doing it. Like all of them are doing it. And so I was comparing myself to them. You get what I'm saying? Not intentionally, not in a rude way, not because I'm trying to talk down on y'all, but because that was allowing me to hype myself up. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to talk down on anybody to hype y'all up. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, I can outbeat those old people. No, that's not what I'm saying. All I was saying was more of like, if they can do it, I know I can put my mind to it. You get what I'm saying? Because let's face it, when you get older and when you're sick and stuff like that, it is harder to do stuff than it is for somebody like me who's still young. My back and stuff might hurt, but at the end of the day, it's nothing like they might go through. You get what I'm saying? Or somebody that's went through like a surgery at a young age. You get what I'm saying? So it was more of like, if they can do it, I know I can put my mind to do it. So that's another comparison thing. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of a small comparison, I guess you can say. Big to me, but it could be small to others. But the comparisons grow. Like you could be comparing your relationship, even if it's not a close relationship with like a lover or something. It could be a relationship with like a parent, a friend, like, for instance, some people see relationships online and they're like, oh my gosh, I want that. But that's what they want you to see. They're not showing you all the downfalls. They're not showing you when they're arguing. They're not showing you when they're not talking to each other. They're not showing you when they're apart from each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're showing you the good stuff. And even sometimes when they are showing the downfalls of them arguing and being apart from each other and not talking to each other, you get what I'm saying? A lot of the times that's staged and it's fake because nobody really wants to just put their business out there. You get what I'm saying? Like they're putting out there what they want you to see. In which some people do. I ain't knocking it. Some people get online, they cry, their spouse is screaming at them in the background. You know what I mean? But overall, for the most part, people are putting out there what they want you to see. You get what I'm saying? And yet, people still compare themselves to that. You get what like they're always like, "Oh, I want a relationship like these two." But you don't know if you want that relationship, baby. That might not be a good relationship for you. Cuz for all you know, you might be praying for this relationship that you're seeing between these two social media influencers whole time when you get a relationship that's like that, but Now the downfalls of that relationship is happening. You never seen that though. You get what I'm saying? But you pray for it. You pray for it, so you got it. But you thought you were only praying for the good. You were just praying to have a relationship like that. You never knew what was happening when the cameras were off, when the pictures weren't being posted. You get what I'm saying? When they weren't online for a couple days. Like, you gotta, it's more of a big comparison thing. And sometimes we have to stop comparing ourselves to others, especially on social media. Uh, it can even happen with family. Like when people see big families together, like for instance, okay, when I see big families together, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish me and my family got together like that. But why am I comparing my family to their family? No family is the same. So it's like, there's no point in me comparing the two or saying that I want a family like that. Because for all I know, that family might be, and I don't even know that. You get what I'm saying? I just see that they're able to go to this dinner and get along. Except when those cameras go off or when that picture just got done getting taken, they're probably all in there arguing, don't even want to eat no more, having a food fight. I don't know that. But I think that what I see online is cute. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, I like that. I like the way that they're all eating together. I like that mother-daughter relationship they got going on. Whole time, for all I know, the daughter might be getting beat behind the camera. But I don't know that. So sometimes we just have to stop comparing ourselves to others. You get what I'm saying? Especially in relationships. Because some of that is unrealistic. Like no two relationships, like no one relationship is the same. So my relationship isn't going to be the same as the next person. Even my relationship with my mom isn't the same as a relationship my brother has with my mom. Like no two relationships are the same. Yeah, we got the same mom. She birthed us both, but we don't have the same relationship with her. You get what I'm saying? So nothing is the same. We have to stop comparing ourselves. Like maybe seeing something online like flowers and being like, oh, well, I wish I was given flowers. That's a little normal. Especially if you're a woman. Most of us want flowers. You get what I'm saying? My bad, I had to pause y'all because I was finna say something. I was finna say not really me, but I'm appreciative, y'all. I prefer Lego flowers though. So, future boyfriend, husband, man, if you out there and you listening to this, I don't mind flowers, but I like Lego flowers. My mom even got me some Lego roses for Christmas because she listens and she heard how much I like Lego flowers. So she got me some because that's my preference. They don't die. Because over here, baby, I don't know if I'm really going to keep up with flowers. You get what I'm saying? But they cute every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not, if I know that I don't like that as much as somebody else might, I'm not going to tell myself, my man needs to get me flowers every time we go out or he's a bad man because her man is doing it. No, because my man might know, babe, you don't even want those flowers for real. Let's go to the store and let's pick this little pretty pink bouquet of Lego roses or the Lego flowers that, like the mixed flowers, and let's build those together. You feel me? Whereas her man probably ain't doing that. She might trip if he do that. You get what I'm saying? She might want those flowers. So like we just gotta stop comparing ourselves to others. And social media is a big environment, a big community where we tend to compare ourselves to others. And we don't need to. Because what we see on social media again isn't always reality. Um, and so I was gonna talk about social media and relationships, but I kind of touched on it. Like, don't compare yourself and your relationship to somebody else's relationship. Like, you can have a comment on the relationship, not that they care, but it's not your relationship. So don't try to put yourself in their shoes. Don't try to aim for what they got. Like maybe if it's something like, oh, they got a big house, I want a big house. That's cool. That's normal. But again, like a flower situation, that might not be normal for you or him. You get what I'm saying? Um, relationships, y'all. I don't know what some of y'all be thinking. Some people be thinking if that man, that woman don't post you, they cheating. That ain't always the case. That's another thing of comparison. Not everybody likes that. Not everybody likes to be broadcasted. It don't mean that they're out here playing in your face. It don't mean that they're ashamed of you. It doesn't mean any of that. Sometimes it just means I like my life private. Or I don't want y'all to see this because the moment y'all see this, y'all gonna start praying on my downfall. You know how people get. Yeah, y'all know, especially men, but women too. Yeah, y'all see that man posted up with somebody else the moment he posts his little boo, and here y'all go, oh, he just slept with me last weekend. He just slept with me a month ago. Ooh, that's my ex-boyfriend from middle school. Go on somewhere with all of that. Like, what? Who cares about who? Listen, we all got a past. Okay? Now, if you one of them that ain't got no past, you ain't never been in a relationship in your 28 years of life, hey, I salute you, but you're gonna live and you're gonna learn. I mean, if that is you, I hope that one you get in lasts you for a while, but at the end of the day, most of us all have a past. So if we sat out here shaming everybody for the person they decided to date in middle school, high school, 4 years before they ever even met you, we would all be out here single. Like, what? And social media plays a big part in relationships. Kind of how at a point it was kind of a trendy little question of, oh, would you delete social media for your relationship? And a lot of people are like, no, my relationship doesn't run, or social media doesn't run my relationship, or he can't tell me what to do, she can't tell me what to do. But again, validation, do you feel like you have to be on that? Like, does the dopamine rush from being on social media hit that much? Like, is social media that important to where you can't let it go to focus on your relationship? Because I'm not going to lie, y'all. How I said at the beginning of this video, I have social media, but I'm not the biggest social media person. I used to be. I used to be one of those people that compared myself to the people I seen on social media. I'm not no more, though. I have social media. Like I said, I'm never going to say that I don't. I'm not going to say that I don't use it. But at a point, Victoria Renee did go through a social media cleanse. Matter of fact, when I met people, and this ain't just about men, even when I met women, like new friends and stuff like that, people's go to was, oh my gosh, we should exchange Instagram. What's your IG? What's your Snap? You get what I'm saying? And at a point, I didn't care so much. I deactivated all of that. Not for a relationship, for me. So it was for a relationship, just not with a relationship with somebody else. It wasn't for an interpersonal relationship, it was for an intrapersonal relationship. It was for me to better understand myself, better understand my own feelings, not to validate the feelings of somebody else, to validate the feelings of myself. Because I started realizing this relationship that I have with social media is very unhealthy. Here I am comparing my body to other people. Even though I'm hearing every day, your body looks good. Oh my gosh, you must go to the gym. Your body's so T. You are so pretty. I'm too busy comparing myself to the people that I see on social media, the women that I see on social media, those gym girlies. And I'm like, your body's not T. You need to do something about that. Whole time, I ain't the skinniest person, I ain't the biggest person, but my body does look good, and I've learned that. You get what I'm saying? Once I stopped comparing myself to what I was seeing online. So again, I went through a point where I didn't have Instagram. I didn't have Snapchat. So when people were asking for those, it was kind of just like I don't have that phase. And many people thought I was just lying. Many people thought I just didn't want to communicate with them. But here, if you're a cool person, because I don't just give my number out, you can have my number. I'm not gonna cap. I never deleted Twitter. Well, I went through that phase where you get Twitter, you don't understand it, you delete it, then you get it back. But when I deleted like Instagram and stuff, I did not delete Twitter because I don't care. Twitter be cracking me up. People be on there funny. But anyhow, it was more of like I have Twitter though. You can have my number. We can still stay in touch, but it won't be through Instagram. I just recently got Instagram back. Matter of fact, let me give y'all the little story on how I got Instagram back. Because it's going to sound weird if I say I just recently got all this stuff back, right? The only reason I had even because I actually deactivated my accounts. Because that's how much, again, I did not care. Like, I literally wanted to go through a social media cleanse. Well, a cleanse from the apps I was using the most, comparing myself to the most, getting validation from others most. You get what I'm saying? I deleted those kind of apps. And I recently downloaded, I say recently, but it's been about 2-3 years now. Snapchat and Instagram again, uh, to find my little sister. I say little, but she's like 18 now. So Myra, if you ever see this, your sister still love you. I still got heart for you. I wish that we could communicate with each other. I miss you, girl. But anyhow, I was looking for my little sister again after years. You get what I'm saying? Like, it had been like 10, 12 years since I had ever seen her, talk to her, anything. So me, I was looking for her again. And I had found out that she had an Instagram. So, I was going looking for her on those social media apps or whatever. And I just ended up keeping them. Snapchat, I ended up keeping. And so, I be on Snapchat more, kind of like I was used to. But I have a more healthier relationship with social media. Instagram, even though I re-downloaded it like 2-3 years ago, I am literally just now starting to use Instagram. Like, I'm talking, a girl only has like 30 followers. I only follow like 30 people. So if y'all want to go follow me, y'all can go follow me at basically Vic. I think it's like underscore period basically underscore Vic underscore period, something like that. But anyhow, you can find me at basically Vic. So go follow me, yeah, cause I'm gonna start trying to use Instagram again, y'all, cause I see that apparently Instagram be popping, and at the end of the day, I am young, I want to be hip hype with the little, uh, but so yeah, some people just need that cleanse. Some people don't want to be on that. You get what I'm saying? Like, some people don't want to be broadcasted on that. Even my mom has told me before, like, I don't post unless you want me to, cause my mama know me. Like, anybody that knows me knows. Like, I will post myself, especially on Snapchat. Like, if I'm going to a game or something like that, I do post. I post pictures of me. But as far as like my private life, like what I'm trying to achieve, my successes, when I get something new, like a new car or something like that, you kind of just gotta see me. Like, you just gotta see me out there. Cause 9 times out of 10, I'm not broadcasting it on social media unless it's a success like graduating. um I will post like graduations and stuff like that. I post stuff about like me and my niece, because that stuff, I don't care if the public sees, like, you get what I'm saying. But like overall, like how some people get online and they be beefing up with their family, or like their brother, oh, that's family, I meant like their boyfriend and stuff like that, and they go post it. Like, what are you doing that for? Or like, if I'm manifesting something, I'm not gonna go post about it. Like, if I'm manifesting this big, let's say I'm getting ready to sign, I'm not, but let's say I hope so, but let's say I'm getting ready to like sign for some huge house. And you know how some people will go post every part of that. Like, I just bought the land, I just bought the house, I'm starting to build it, me and my family move in here, or even something as small as I ate this today. That's not me. We don't have to broadcast that stuff. And even again, my mama will even say it. Like, no, I didn't post it because I know how you be. I know you don't be wanting everybody to know all that kind of stuff sometimes. Like, girl, you right, you might be on to something. But that brings me to the public life and private life of social media. Sometimes I feel like people don't know the boundaries of them. Because again, some people will literally go let you in the operating room with them if they could. You don't think that's private, honey? Why do you want the world to see that? Like, what? Now, again, you going out to a game, or you out with your family, friends, boyfriend, like, there's some things that I feel like should be public, and there's some things I feel like should be private. Just how I said most of the stuff you see online is like either staged or they're just not showing you. That's because people have set these boundaries, but I feel like some people don't know their limits to these boundaries. You get what I'm saying? Or even the viewers of this stuff, they're kind of like, oh my gosh, you have to show me this step of your life. Or don't forget to go live when you go get that car. Don't forget to go live right after you have the baby. What? That is their private life. And some people to me get on social media and don't know how to keep their lives private. I ain't gonna say no names, but I know some people that get on social media and will literally post everything. Like, every moment of their life. What they ate, what time they gotta get up in the morning, if they gotta set an alarm, like, That was so basic, y'all. But I'm for real. Like some people do stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Just like every what shoe they got on. Y'all want to see my little slippers? Hopefully I don't fall. Oh, anyways, I got on Grinch slippers. But some people would even post that. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh yes, I'm wearing my Grinch slippers today. Okay. Like what? But there are people that do that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, that can be public. Like Grinch slippers, if I gotta set my alarm at 3 a.m., that can be public. But my point is, some people just don't know when to stop or they overshare. It's kind of like, yeah, what you're sharing might matter, but like, are you sure you want the world to know that? Like, does the world need to know where you stay? What kind of car you drive at all times? Where you live at now? Because, baby, I don't want the world to know. Sometimes I pop up in a new car and don't nobody know why. Sometimes it be in the shop, but anyhow, I'm telling y'all now because that sounded like I just got it. And I promise I'm going to have it one day, but I don't just got it right now. But like, or sometimes I'll like drive around in my mama whip or something like that. Won't nobody even know because they be like, "Oh, Vic, you got a new my mama car," but y'all wouldn't have known that. You know, it's kind of one of those like you gotta catch me. Whereas some people would be like, "Yeah, if you see me, it's because I'm driving my mama car today." Like, why do you have to throw that out there? You get what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm kind of giving small examples, but y'all get where I'm going. Like, some people just don't know how to set the boundary between what should be public and what should be private. Um, and again, that even comes from the validation people receive from social media. Um, another problem, my bad, y'all. Another problem with social media is the cancel culture and the judgment. Like a lot of us, and I'm gonna say us, cause even me, post with confidence, right? But then there's those few people that just have to tear you down. Like, even if I go post an outfit of me in, I don't know, some tights, a crop top, jeans, a crop, something, right? There's gonna be that one person, and 9 times out of 10 is more than one, because they probably sending it around their group chat. I don't care. But talking about something you're doing. Oh, look at her hair today. Look at what she got on. Look at her necklace. It's crooked. Like, okay, why do y'all just have to tear people down? What is up with that? Like, why we can't never just lift each other up? But then whenever something happens, all of a sudden y'all want to be there for each other? Make it make sense because y'all weren't there in those comments whenever everybody was eating them up. Y'all weren't defending them. Instead, y'all were right along in that group talking about them, probably again sending it around in that group chat. Just judging for no reason. Like, what is up with people just having to tear other people down? And I'll probably even get talked about for saying that. We'll probably get talked about for this whole podcast, and I really don't give a. But hey, so be it. But again, like cancel culture and judgment plays a big part in social media because it happens more than it should, honestly. Like if somebody gets on social media, okay, a lot of people get on social media to get talked about. That's how they get famous. Like the people that literally get on there clowning themselves. Like, okay, I be seeing the videos of them people that be in the car. Well, normally I see a man, but I feel like I've seen a woman before too. So I'm gonna stick with them people that be in a car and it be filled up with food. What? Like you want to be talked about. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what's getting you your views. That's what's getting you your money. And I ain't knocking it, baby. But to me, that's a little odd. Like that's a little deviant. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't know what deviant mean, deviant is not always the worst thing in the world. Deviance refers to anything that is outside of societal, social norms, cultural norms, whatever the case may be. Societal norms outside of that is what's deviant. So even if something as small as me maybe walking around with my hair like this, you get what I'm saying? That might be outside of a household norm or something like that. You get what I'm saying? That would be considered deviant, even if it's not considered deviant to somebody else. So when I say I'm considering that weird, that don't mean that it's deviant to the whole world. You get what I'm saying? But anyhow, uh, that's a little odd. But to me, I feel like that might not be why they doing it. But I feel like if they are being talked about, you're continuing to do that though because it's getting you your views. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like now you're aiming to still do that stuff that people are judging you for. You get what I'm saying? But most of the time, the judgment isn't coming from somebody wanting to be judged. It's coming from the fact that people are just doing it. And that's not good. Like, let's just lift each other up. And again, I know it sounds like everything that I said about social media was horrible, but it's not. I kind of just wanted to point out some of the reactions that come from using social media, some of the downfalls of using social media, some of the stuff people don't realize. Because some people don't realize how much they get on social media and compare themselves to others. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't mean that that's the worst thing in the world, but think about how that's affecting you up here. Like I said, I was getting on there judging my body off of the bodies I was seeing on other people with six packs. You know, like, and I wasn't thinking back then how that was affecting my mind until I stopped doing that. I took that little break from it, and I was no longer judging my body from what I was seeing online. Then I realized, like, yeah, my mind state is a little better. How I feel about myself is better. You get what I'm saying? Um, and so that's it about social media. We did it, y'all. I promise I won't make y'all wait another 3 weeks, but we're gonna conclude this episode. I hope y'all stay tuned in. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Have a good day.